Hello and welcome to a quick software overview of Arlo Smart. Today I'm going to take you through some of the key elements and features of Arlo and show you why a training organisation like yours could really benefit from using a software like Arlo. Most of our clients come to us looking to solve these sorts of issues. Maybe they've got a lot of manual processes in the way they're managing their training courses. Maybe they've got a lot of Excel spreadsheets all over the place and that's becoming difficult to manage. Maybe double entry of data is a real problem for them and they're manually entering data into a lot of different systems. All of these things can cause problems and errors when you're working, which is where Arlo looks to come in. In 3 words, we want to streamline, grow, and transform your training operations as an end result. The great thing about Arlo Smart is it's really quick and easy to get up and running with. Some of the things that we look to help out with include automating all of those communications, things like course instructions, reminders, sending out follow-up emails, surveys, certificates, all of that can be automated with Arlo. And then the day-to-day logistics of running a training business. Maybe you need help accommodating for transfers and cancellations, issuing refunds. It's really easy to understand how your business is doing and track your KPIs from your dashboard in Arlo. And we also offer an out-of-the-box website included in the subscription as well. So broadly speaking, there are 5 different elements to Arlo Smart, 5 different parts of your business that we're looking to help out with. The first is the out-of-the-box website solution, fully included and free with your subscription. And the value proposition there is that the back end is constantly talking to the front end and updating it with new course dates, new information, and so on. Then we've got the next step of the user journey. So what does it look like for your customers when they're registering and paying for your courses online? Then we have all of the back end of the software, so those tools that you will use on a day-to-day basis to schedule and manage your courses, do all of the admin around them. We have a fully fledged, fully integrated CRM built into Arlo for tracking all of your past training and activities at a B2C and B2B level. And we can also integrate with an LMS and also live online solutions such as Zoom to accommodate for virtual learning, either self-paced or live. So let's look at the first element of Arlo Smart then, and that's the out-of-the-box website solution. It will look like this out of the box, and you customize the look and feel completely yourself in terms of color schemes, text, logos, images. You really put your own spin on it to make it look and feel your own. As I mentioned, anything you update in the back end regarding your courses is updating the front end in real time. Again, these images and the look and feel here completely customizable. There's lots of different pages around the Arlo website for promoting your courses in different formats. You might want an upcoming events page if you run a lot of public courses with dates. And that will just show the dates of courses in order, like you can see there. You might want a more of a catalogue style, promoting the categories and subcategories of courses that you run, with dates within those or options to get in touch about running private courses. It doesn't matter whether you're running face-to-face courses, live online courses, or self-paced e-learning. You can promote any kind of courses through the Arlo website and take registrations and payments for them if needs be. Yet another format here for promoting your courses, and this is more of a schedule format, so sort of combining the upcoming events page and the catalogue page. It promotes both categories and dates, as you can see there, and you can also filter by things like location, in category, and even delivery method, so the end user is seeing just what's relevant to them. You can promote PD points on the Arlo website as well for your courses. And if your courses do have discounts associated with them, if a course has limited places, even if a course sells out, you can promote these with automated flags which pop up on the Arlo website. Each course will have its own dedicated course page with things like a description and any other information that you want to say about your courses automatically pulling through from the back end again. So to summarize the Arlo website quickly, we want to save you time in promoting your courses online, no more getting developers involved, no more manually updating your website separately each time you schedule a new course. In doing so, we'll reduce your costs of running the website. And all of our web technology is built with SEO in mind so that your courses can be found easily on Google. Streamlining the e-commerce and promoting the courses should also help you grow sales as well. So now we're going to move on to the online registration section of Arlo Smart. This is all about making it as easy as possible for people to sign up for your courses and increase your registrations online. Once we've found the course that we want to sign up to, we can go ahead and click register, and this takes us to the Arlo checkout. We can put in our delegates' details here, and you, the administrator, have the option, if you choose to remember previous attendees' details. So if they come back for another course further down the line, it can auto-populate the fields with their data. One person can sign up multiple people at one time if needs be, and you can also add another course to the basket as well, so you can really build up a shopping cart, which is great for taking those group bookings. Then we can proceed to checkout if we're paying for the course, and we can bill to either ourselves, the individual, or an organisation. And again, as the administrator, you can choose to remember your organisations if you want to, and that can auto-populate these fields here. We put in the standard things, the order contact, the billing address, and so on, and we can see a nice summary of the amount due here and the details of any discounts that have been applied to the order. Arlo can accommodate for promo codes and voucher codes for any special discounts that you may be running, and any payment methods are supported as well. You might want to take credit card payments online, and we integrate with these payment gateways that you can see on screen here. But you'll probably also want to offer some sort of invoice or bank transfer payment method as well, and that's absolutely fine. We can then accept the terms and conditions that you've already specified, and we can review those if needs be. And then we can review the order here and see a nice clean summary of who it's being billed to, who's the order contact, and the details of the items on the order. If we are paying by credit card online, we can put in our card details here and click confirm. And at this point, all of that automation is being triggered. So the invoice or the receipt of payment is being sent out to the order contact, and the event details with all of the relevant joining instructions is being sent out to the delegates that have signed up for the course. A lot of automation is also going on in the back end as well. A person and an organisation is being created or updated in the CRM with new registration details, and the course is being populated with new registrants as well. Maybe some data is firing off into separate systems that you're running through the integrations too. Now you can also make use of the registration forms for your private courses as well as your public courses. As soon as you schedule a private course in Arlo, the system will generate a private link for you, which you can then share with your client. The key contact might then register all of the members of staff for the course themselves, or they might distribute that link amongst their employees for them to sign themselves up. Of course, they could still provide you with a list of names, and you could register those people yourself in the back end still. You can also set your courses up to be made up of lots of different sessions if needs be. These individual sessions can be free or paid, mandatory or optional, and this is a great way of giving your learners lots of flexibility in the way that they learn with you. It could be options of different delivery methods, online or face-to-face for example, and it could also be different learning pathways to gain the same qualification at the end. For any free courses that you run, or for the private courses you run, the registration forms will be a nice simple one-pager. No need to take any billing information from the registrants for these. We have native consent fields built into Arlo as well, so you can track your consents for GDPR purposes, giving your customers the option to opt in and opt out of your newsletters and promotions. So to summarize the online registration section of Arlo Smart, it's all about providing you with a really powerful e-commerce engine. It's providing your end users with a seamless registration process, really nice and easy to progress through and sign up to the course, and all of that enables you to sell more training as an end result. Now we're going to jump into the back end of Arlo Smart and have a look at all of these course management tools that you and your administrators will be using on a day-to-day basis to schedule and manage your training courses. This is the first thing that we see when we log into the back end of Arlo. We can see our dashboard, and I'll just orientate you as to what we're looking at here. We can see a few different tiles which are showing us an overview of how the business is doing. One tile shows us our upcoming events or courses, and we can easily see at a glance how they're doing in terms of capacity. Another tile shows us our registrations over the last few months, if they've been tracking up or down. We've got a concept of tasks in Arlo as well, which you can assign to yourself or other administrators, so you can see what you need to do today and next week, for example. And another tile will show us our orders as well. So how's the revenue and the order count been doing over the last few months? Now we've navigated to the Events tab up here in Arlo, and this is where we track all of the upcoming courses and events that you have scheduled in the system. That terminology can be relabeled to whatever you prefer: courses, seminars, workshops, whatever it may be. If we click on a particular course we have scheduled, this is where we can do all of the management around that particular course. On the left, we can see the logistics, for example, when and where is this course taking place, how much does it cost, and as people sign up for the course, we can see them appear as registrations on the right. The great thing about Arlo Smart is that when you schedule a course for the first time, it will automatically create a template for you. It will save lots of that information from the last time you run the course, so you don't need to put it in again the next time you come to schedule it. For example, the information that's going on the website, the communication settings. We can hit Schedule Another, choose the new date that the course is going to run, and then we're good to go. We can schedule new instances of recurring courses and have it on the website ready to take bookings in a matter of seconds. Now you can change details if you need to, and I'll show you some of the course management tools here when we come to schedule a new course almost from scratch. We can choose if a course is going to be at a physical face-to-face venue or is it going to be live online through something like Zoom. And we can also choose if this course is going to be what we call a basic course, which runs on one day or maybe a few days in a row, or a multiple session course, which I referred to earlier, more spread out over several days, maybe even weeks, and those sessions within the course almost act as mini courses within a course. Each can have its own location or webinar room, its own trainer, etc. And it can also facilitate blended learning too. So it's maybe a mixture of live online, face-to-face, and maybe an e-learning module as well. The other key aspect of scheduling a course in Arlo is setting up those automated emails that are going to be sent for this particular course. Now, most of the content of the confirmation emails is automatically generated from the information that you've already put in when scheduling the course. For example, the date and time, and the venue details or the webinar room. But in those, you get a special instructions section where you can specify course-specific details for your registrants and your presenters as well. It might be things like, please remember to bring this with you on the day, please read this beforehand, and things like that. You can also set up to 3 pre-course reminders to go out automatically to the registrants before the course, and you can choose exactly when these get sent out. You can also set up a follow-up email to go out to your attendees after the course has run. You can customize this email in its entirety. Maybe it's a thanks for coming, maybe you want to promote another course that you're running further down the line. And once again, you can decide exactly when this email gets sent out. Maybe it's immediately after the course, maybe you want to delay it slightly. As soon as we hit save and close when we're scheduling a course, that course is now on the website, ready to take bookings and payments and get that course filled up. Scheduling a private course in Arlo is very similar to scheduling a public course, just with a couple of small changes which I'll mention here. The price is now different because it's no longer charged per registrant, the course is charged for as a whole for the organisation that we're running the private course for. The other key change is that when we get to this schedule section here, we have the opportunity to put in the details of the client whom we're running the course for, the organisation, and also the key contact who we're liaising with to schedule the course and get it all finalised. They'll receive their own confirmation email, and you can also opt for them to be CC'd in any communications related to the course. Once we've scheduled a new private course in Arlo Smart, it's really easy to generate a new order off the back of that and send an automated invoice to the order contact with all of the relevant details of the order. It'll automatically populate the order with the billing address and the company details of the client, and also the order contact as well. Down here, we can also see the details of the course that they've signed up for, and we can add other items to that order if needs be. As soon as we hit save, we have the option to send off that invoice automatically to the order contact, and also any course instructions as well if needs be. Again, if we go back to the communication tab here, this is where we can view all of the automated emails that Arlo's been sending out on your behalf for this order. For example, it's sent the invoice here to the order contact, and you can see that you can upload your own invoice templates into Arlo with your own company header, branding, etc. And Arlo will send those out and populate these invoices with the details of the order. And here's an example of the confirmation email that gets sent out to the attendees of the course. As I mentioned before, most of this information is automatically generated from what you've put in when you scheduled the course. For example, the course name, the venue details, maybe you want to pull through a map or write in some directions or parking information. And you can also write in those custom special instructions that I mentioned before, which can be changed for each individual course that you run. You could put links in here for more information on the website, and Arlo will automatically attach a calendar appointment for any live courses that you run as well. You've got a couple of different options for how you might like to keep Arlo up to date and in sync with your accounting platform. We have a native integration with Xero. With this integration, Arlo will automatically push all of your new orders into Xero. The two systems will then match off order numbers and tracking codes, and Xero can also update Arlo when the order's been paid. If you're not using Xero, it's not a problem at all. It's still a really quick and easy process. You can easily export your orders in bulk via a CSV file and then import them into your accounting platform. We have a wide range of reports built into Arlo Smart as well for reporting on all manner of different things in the platform. For example, your courses, your presenters, registrations and orders, or maybe more broadly, your contacts and organizations that you work with. Let's build up an example of a report here. In this particular example, we're looking at all courses of a particular template that are scheduled for the next 14 days. You can see that any and all conditions are supported for these reports, and you can also choose which fields you want to include in the results of the reports. You can preview the reports from within Arlo, and then again you can export them into Excel if needs be. A really handy feature here is that if you have reports that you want to run on a repeated basis, you can favorite reports that you've built up to easily run them again and again. So to summarize the course management of Arlo Smart, it's all about streamlining your course administration. We're automating loads of your manual processes along the way to save you as much time as we can. And all of that is looking at making those everyday logistics nice and easy for you. Now we're going to look at another key aspect of Arlo Smart, and that's the fully fleshed out, fully integrated CRM that comes included with your subscription. This can be found under this contacts drop-down at the top of your platform there. You can think of this as a complete database of past training, both from an individual contact level of your attendees and also at a B2B level for the organizational clients that you work with. What we're looking at here is a complete list of those contacts, but we can easily filter this list to just see certain types of people in the system, or we can search for a person in particular and then go into their contact record. From within a person's contact record, we can see all of the details that we have about this person. Do they belong to an organization? What are their contact details? What courses have they inquired about? What courses have they signed up for and completed in the past, as well as e-learning as well. We can edit people's details at any time if needs be, for example if somebody moves company or changes their contact details. And we can also keep a track of their marketing preferences from within Arlo Smart too, so we can see if they've subscribed to the newsletter and if we're allowed to send them marketing information. The other side of the Arlo Smart CRM is very similar to the contact level, but at that higher level of the organizations that you work with. These can actually be split up into different branches, regions, offices, and you can give them relationships, for example, a head office with other regions, or even a parent company and subsidiaries. Against a contact or an organization in Arlo Smart, we can put in notes and assign tasks to our administrators related to these entities. We can also attach documents as well. So to summarize the Arlo Smart CRM, it's all about getting close to your customers and building that relationship with them, and also about tracking which contacts and which organizations have been doing which courses at which time. So now we come on to the last part of the Arlo Smart demo, which is looking at the e-learning component. E-learning is in a different part of the Arlo platform to your live courses or events. E-learning no longer has a date and time associated with it, and it no longer has a presenter associated with it. You can click on your e-learning and see all of the different courses and modules you have here. We can go into a particular module, and again we can see the registrants on the right and the details of the course on the left. The process for setting up an e-learning module in Arlo is very similar to setting up a live course, but we're just putting in an activity URL at which the course can be accessed. This URL will then carry through into the confirmation email that gets sent out to all of the registrants. This email is completely customizable, so you can say whatever you want to say here. Arlo Smart is also excellent for supporting blended learning. You can set up multiple session format courses made up of different sessions of either face-to-face or live online courses. You can also make use of our native Zoom integration. Why not upgrade from Arlo Smart to one of our main plans, Simple or above, and you can make use of our native Moodle integration, or you can use Zapier to connect Arlo to any other LMS that is also on the Zapier platform. This diagram here shows which aspects of the process Arlo looks after and which aspects the LMS looks after. Arlo doesn't host any e-learning content itself, it's not a course creation tool, and obviously the LMS will also take care of all of the assessment of how well the learner's doing. That can all get fed back into Arlo, and of course Arlo is looking after all of those aspects that we've looked at today. The website/website integration, the e-commerce, all of those back-end course management tools and the built-in CRM too. So to summarise, Arlo Smart offers you all of the tools that you need to manage your training business. It'll automate your manual processes and it'll help you increase your sales and grow your courses. So some next steps here. Why not spin up a free 14-day trial on our website? Feel free to visit our pricing page and calculator and email us your questions either at sales@arlo.co, or if you've been in contact with one of our sales consultants already, feel free to get in touch with them directly. Thanks for your time today.